Welcome back to Country Roads Media. Today I'm going to be showing you how to set Duke dog-proof raccoon traps. We're going to put them in the woods, catch some coons. It's going to be great, and I'm going to teach you how to do it all. So I made a video last year on how to set up a dog-proof trap, and I figured I would make it again because when I made that video I had no idea what I was doing. It was my first year trapping, and at that point I had never even caught anything yet, so hopefully this is more informative. Here's what you're gonna need to set your traps. Number 1, a trap. Number 2, go to your local hardware store and get some braided wire and then a little thing to tighten it onto itself with. And then go get a ratchet so you can actually tighten it. Next up, and this one is optional, you might wanna grab a stake. Now, you can secure the traps to a tree like I am in this video, or you can pound it into a stake. It's also a good idea to have a couple golf balls with you, and I'll explain why later in the video. And then the last thing you're gonna need is bait. You can either buy raccoon bait online or in a store, or you can make your own, which I do. Before you can catch some raccoons, you gotta find out where they are. So I found this spot because it has a water source. Raccoons will find their food in there. They eat like crayfish and stuff. They like water source. Also, if you get big hollow trees, I'm not seeing anywhere. Well, if you have big trees, then they'll go and make dens in the hollow openings. So look for those and look for water source. It's a little bit harder on public land, which I'm at right now. If you have like a farm to trap on, it's so much easier. But yeah, public land, water source, big hollow trees, and you'll be set. So now you have everything you need. You have a spot to put the traps, so let's set them. So first, you wanna find a good, sturdy tree. Not one that they're gonna pull out, but one that's small enough for your chain to go through, around, not through. Start by putting the wire around the tree, then put the clip on and tighten it. Make sure it's tight enough that you can't pull it off because raccoons are really strong. I always give it a good tug just to be safe. Once you've done this, then you're ready to set the trap and put bait in it. Now, they have a setting tool for these guys because they're really hard to squeeze, but I lost mine, so I gotta do it by hand, which is possible. You just gotta squeeze at the top, pull this down, and then make sure you get it. I'm trying to get so you can see. You gotta get it set on that little trigger, this thing. And then you just stick it in the ground and voila. So basically, there's a trigger down in there and the coon reaches his hand in there because the bait's at the bottom, and it actually sets off when he's pulling his hand out. So he sticks his hand in, coming out, it snaps and it holds his hand there. Now, like I said earlier, it might be a good idea to have a couple golf balls with you when you're doing this. And here's why. Once you have the bait in, put the golf ball on top, and that prevents mice from getting in there, stealing your bait. And it also actually attracts raccoons. Some guys will put, what's it called? Aluminum foil around the ball to put it on because they're attracted to shiny things. So they'll come, the raccoon will knock it off, and then they'll get the bait. And it won't get set off by a bunch of mice, which is really frustrating. If you were wondering what kind of bait I'm using, this is my homemade recipe. I get a baggie, I put dog food in it, just any kind of dog food, and then I put honey in it. So raccoons, you can use honey, you can use syrup, anything sweet. I also put in some movie theater butter because they just like anything like that, like greasy, like sweet stuff. They really eat anything. People use all sorts of different baits, but that's what I found works for me. All right, guys, it took 2 days, and I have my first raccoon of the season. So we're gonna take him home, skin him, and we might make jerky, raccoon jerky. We'll see. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Hopefully it helps you catch some more raccoons. Hopefully you have a good season this year, and hopefully I catch some too, because that would be exciting. But make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your teacher, share it with your dog, share it with your neighbor, share it with a random person on the street. But I'll see you next time.